En anglais,
Ouais.
c'est plus facile. Hein.
Oui, je sais.
So for me, America, I mean, I can consider myself an American in some sort. I've been here for the majority of my life. I was born in Paris, left Paris when I was 4, and since then I've pretty much been living in America. So, yeah, it's a very controversial country. It depends on where you live and what avenue you're trying to get into to excel in your life. I'm a musician. It's a lot harder for musicians and artists unless you have your own route and a comfortable situation. And it's really kind of good. I wouldn't say easy, but it's good for me here in New York, and especially upstate New York, because I've built a surrounding where I can have my own fan base and I can have my own time and ability to excel into my craft. So it's downstate kind of New York City is a little harder because things move a lot faster. And I lived in the city for a while, and it's nothing like living up here because again you just have your creative time to the max. So I mean, America as a whole, it's very controversial. Again, there's a big debate going on around. That's always around just greed, just financial greed, and one of my good friends in Africa actually told me once, you really can speak about a country by its mentality. There's always like a mentality of a country. Like he was even telling me like one time, like he's Congolese, and he told me like he went to South America. Oh no, he went to South Africa, and his neighbor, when he first moved, his neighbor wanted to know who he was and where he came from, just kind of being very, very nosy in a sense. But the reason why they like that is because they just they have to have a groundbreaking approach to what's going on in their country and why, who's doing what. So, as opposed to in Congo, it's a lot of more village life and anyone could just go in there. And the reason why I'm saying that is because over here, there's such like a substantial way of how to do what with so many rules imposed on us that, it's pretty crazy. And because we're like divided up into different states, it makes it even more controversial because by crossing lines you can do this here where you can't do this over there. But I feel like today in society, aside of just depression and people just being really frustrated financially, I feel like, as far as what the world used to be at, and 50 to 100 years ago, things are a lot easier, things are a lot more accessible, especially like things like the internet. You can get exposed to some of the best education you could ever think of. And it's really up to you as a human being to realize your power that you have to impose and expose that to the rest of the world. So aside of complaining, you build your craft and you try to find a way to get the message across. So it's a huge question to ask how America is as a whole. I think I've been talking about this for hours, but the way I feel like living here in America right now, my situation as a 23-year-old male in May of 2012, I'm pretty comfortable because of the way my family and I have put ourselves in this position of living comfortable and finding our outlets where we can have work and pay the bills and have our creative time to be able to express our talent. So I don't know, I would say today things are good. I work hard, but the hard work angle of it is very, very, very important. Or else, you gotta just find a way. You just gotta find your balance. You gotta find a way to do the two. It doesn't have to be art or music. You can be pretty much creative in any avenue. And if you can find your balance and find a way to create and be able to pay your bills and take care of your financial stuff, then you live comfortable here. But it's a very controversial country.
No, your family and arts.
A family and arts. Oh my God, we are a family of just 10 kids all together, 2 parents, and we are all in our own little avenues of art, from Onanu, who is 16, up until Christelle's the oldest one, right? Which is 38, 40. But she's 40. Yeah, there's a what does that make, 24-year difference, but we still, in all of our avenues, we express ourselves in art. My littlest brother, he's a drummer, he's an artist, he's a drawer, he's a painter, he's an entertainer of all sorts. Up until my sister, she also paints and has her avenues of music, but we all just express ourselves in music, and we've just been raised with that because our father was one of the founders of the National Ballet, and my mother was an entertainer as well, dancing in New York, and was asked to dance in Africa and Europe. So just that expression, just alone, 2 artists combining in that musical aspect, we had to just come out and be musically inclined and entertainment inclined. So we're just expressing our talents. We're just pretty much presenting what we should have been doing and what we do anyway. So it's just good that the timing is coming up now where we can expose that as much as possible. But it's been going on for years. This is just a point where you know, people are just starting to follow it. So we've been doing performances, drum and dance, bass since we were babies, and you know, we're growing up now. We're still sticking to the same script. And yeah, we do art, we draw, we paint, we dance, we do graphic design, we do video work, we do just anything that works with the kids, boxing, just all avenues of expressing yourselves physically and health, entertaining, the arts, and music. Music is everything.
Music is the weapon.
Music is the weapon.